Yeah, I'm excited about this one as well because it's not quite the headliner, right? We're not seeing one of the so-called best teams just yet. We're going to get a little bit of a look at the challenges. We've seen Shamrock Rovers in the Elite Series. We've seen them perform well, and we've seen them go throughout this knockout stage, performing very well. 6-2 in the round of 32, 6-4 against Zadux Esports in the round of 16, and that's a team that made a deep run. Phantom Prodigies on the other side. They're the only team to finish second in their group that's still surviving in the knockout round, so that's another interesting little storyline to watch. They're probably the underdog tail in this bracket. It's game number 1 between Phantom Prodigies and Shamrock Rovers.
Well, in Shamrock Rovers, we've used how this team has looked, and what a job to get things going.
Yeah, that's a fantastic early opportunity taken well there on the far post. It's a good early ball in from Rui Costa, who we've seen previously, so dangerous. Nothing doing just yet. They are looking to maintain possession and keep control of this game, and I don't hate it. Rui's got time and space on the wing. He's been dangerous from this position. Barker left his man out of the box and got that shot to the far post. The defender just got too far out in front of it, trying to cut it out, trying to get that prio, but in the end, paid for it.
And this is where time's starting to dwindle. Rui Costa, if this team can get a third one, this could be a chance, and it will. Bottom lefties turn into a 3-0 differential. Grab the camera, say hi, because right now your name's on full display.
And Esh has picked out the perfect spot to put this shot. So difficult to react in time to get to those bottom corner shots. If you find yourself just in front of the keeper, can't really figure out anything creative to do, just pump it into the bottom corner. So difficult to save, and you will get rewarded for it here and there, but it's a top corner response by Stepan. Got the first goal for the Phantom Prodigies, and they've brought themselves right back into this match.
Oh, they brought it back into the entire series. I don't know if the defense it just seemed they lost their man there, and maybe you kind of lose focus a little bit going up 3 goals, but this is where you cannot allow Phantom Prodigies to take away all the hard work you've done. Last thing you want is to give them 2 free goals at the end where they didn't earn as much as the crossbar, saying earn it a little bit more there on that side.
Yeah, from the perspective of Shamrock Rovers, it'll be a shame if they were to give up such a hefty lead late on in game 2, but they've done the opposite. They've looked to extend it back to the 3 goals, and Ash is looking like he's going to finish everything at the moment and look to extend the lead to 4. But for now, it looks like it's going to stay at 4-1 as the time is a-ticking, and there isn't like an extra little bit. There's no OTs to be had. This will be the final play, the last shot on the screen, and that will be that for game number 1. Shamrock Rovers looking very strong here in the opening of the series. They need them now. This is game 2 of 2, unless this aggregate scores across the 2 legs are tied at the end of it. And then we'll see a third game to decide the winner. But for right now, it's looking odds on to be a Shamrock Rovers victory.
Get 3 goals and we see another one. Let's go do it. Let's go into it. We haven't seen it yet. Our second match of the day. Stepan potentially trying to get there, and one step closer. That's going to cut the lead into half. 4-2 on the overall. 1-0 here in game 2.
Great way to start game number 2, slicing the lead to just 2. Again, just a little bit out of reach for Ash. He's going to look to keep the clock ticking, keep the metronome going, and it's Rui Costa with the deep run, cuts through the defense and puts that ball into the bottom right.
Oh, and just doing what he needs to. Nothing fancy, just a beautiful shot with a lot of power. And Rui Costa, the EE to get past his man, and the keeper just not know where he was going there. You can play keep away for the tad bit until you find an open man and really start being more precise and having those precision passes.
Bit of play here for Noct. He does find some space. No one looking to get the block early. Keeper almost called into action. Makes the save in the follow-up, but right now, Phantom Prodigies fighting to get it clear, and they can't. That ball, a free shot incoming. Surely it's a pass to the bottom corner. It is exactly that. A great way to shoot quickly with the ball at your feet and a goalkeeper in your face. And they make good on it, and they are looking so good for this victory.
And just unfortunate there. You see the good challenge, but unfortunately this was a ladder in that moment. But time running down as Phantom Prodigies say, hold the phone, put us back to 3.
Yeah, just 3 goals in it. And again, I don't want to sound like I'm just constantly on repeat here, but again, I think it's worth revisiting the format. You talked about Shamrock having a similar performances throughout the playoffs, and it does seem like 6 goals has been their magic number. But guess what? They're going to exceed that, a 7th going in this particular matchup. And they'll have beaten their totals over the last 2 rounds of the playoffs. Rui Costa, a well-deserved goal there. Great movement to his right to put that into the side netting.
Single elimination bracket where you fought extremely hard. Just try to end the day with some good tape. Have something that you can go back to look at and say, well, that worked, as that's gonna tie us all the way back up here with 1s on the timer.
And I don't want to get too crazy with it, but 3 goals is doable. Too far wide for Stepan, who's gone wide himself. Put the ball out in front. Damak waiting in at the penalty spot, and he's put the ball into the back of the net. And they do go ahead in the game, but on aggregate, we are at 5-7.
So great job here. 2 defenders on him, but it just seems, yeah, right there. S just missed that tackle and
bounced out to Knock, so more time taken off the clock. I would guess that will just about do it. There's not really enough time for them to put together 2 goals. So Phantom Prodigies, a fantastic fight over the 2 legs. They look to come back here in game number 2. And while they do, on the scoreboard, get close, they can't quite put it together. Yeah. And in the end, this will finish 8-5.
And, you know, what a great showing here. This team just did not give up to the end. And, you know, at the very least, they could say they notched the win in this game, but it just wasn't enough. We talked about how pivotal that first game was, and it came down to that. What were you able to score in that first game because of how close the second one was? But it's just going to be the markers out here for the side of the opposition.
Angry Marcel Vaillant.